Hi, my name is Akhilesh and I welcome you all to the TechShots show. Today we have Mr. Kapil Madaan to discuss cybersecurity in today's tough time when most of the employees are working outside the enterprise network from the comfort of their home. Kapil is CISO at Spark Minda Group and comes with 14 years of rich experience in India and abroad. He believes in the human face of cybersecurity and says that cybersecurity is all about building trust with customer, employees, and all stakeholders. Welcome to the show, Kapil.
Yeah, hi Akhilesh. Thanks for introduction.
So Kapil, let's begin the discussion. So tell me something about your lockdown experience as a cybersecurity leader.
My lockdown period as cybersecurity leader, cybersecurity leaders or CISOs were increasingly worried during lockdown. I want to say this pandemic as cyber pandemic also. What are the results of a cyber pandemic? Let me explain. Cybersecurity is now a need to have instead of would like to have. Simply everyone is more fearful than before. Just a quick look in personal inboxes and you will see a flood of junk email about coronavirus or COVID-19 among other emails. Now, as enterprises are allowing more folks to use their own devices and work from home, it's important that all employees, no matter the size of the company, are keeping data safe and secure. Defining a cyber pandemic is a bit like defining a perfect storm. Only this storm is in cyberspace. There are many moving parts which include number of threats and cyber attacks. From ransomware to data breaches and from IT OT security to criminal frauds, COVID-19 has in many ways unlocked a new set of challenges and accelerated existing challenges within global enterprises. The pandemic has created a huge challenge for businesses worldwide. The information technology on which they have long depended their data centers, cloud systems, departmental servers, storages, and the digital devices. Now remote employees used to stay connected to each other and to the company's data becomes even more vital. Overnight, the demands placed on the digital infrastructure has increased. Such technology also becomes a much bigger and more profitable target for cyber criminals. Cybersecurity efforts need to be upgraded to prevent a second crisis from emerging on the digital devices and networks that have become more vital to companies in recent months. In other words, business continuity has become a mandate.
So Kapil, how has your role evolved as a CISO during the last 1 year?
A lot have been said about impact of pandemic on technology transformation and that the hybrid work model will stay in outcome for at least few years to come. At present, if we talk, we have seen an increase in cyber attacks in almost all sectors. Hackers or actors have been able to exploit the vulnerabilities and take advantage of security gaps that may have been introduced as a result of pandemic. As the result, the expectation from the role of CISO have evolved in 2020 as pandemic started. One such expectation from the role of CISO is to quickly act on re-architecting security as per current business requirements and to update and consolidate, if needed, the assets and the vendors that are working across the organizations. This will allow CISO to have an updated view on the risk posture. Because of changes in the IT, adoption of new thinking such as zero trust, adoption of cloud-based services, and re-evaluation of the risk due to third party, another changes has been the expectation of the senior leadership on cybersecurity and data privacy. Senior executives now consider cybersecurity as both business and IT issues. Hence, cybersecurity updates are now key business point in the board briefings. As the result, in addition to deep technical understanding, CISO also need to develop a more strategic toolkit for ensuring that the key message on the cybersecurity is delivered to the senior leadership in terms of risk impact on the strategy. The third change is expected because of the change in budget allocation, which will help CISO to work on critical priorities in the cybersecurity space and execute them professionally. Some of the critical area that CISO should focus on during the pandemic and post-pandemic era will be network security, access management, access control, what we call MFA, SSO, privileged access management, third-party security, secure supply chain, secure IoT, and ensuring secure remote access in scalable way for employees that use to access the system only through secure setup. In nutshell, expectations from the role of CISO has evolved in every aspect, like policy formation, technology controls evolution, governance, influencing corporate cyber risk, culture, and so many things.
So coming to the new question, what new tools and technology have you implemented to allow employees to continue communication and collaboration?
Okay. I can't disclose tool, but yes, I will discuss about technologies. First target every organization should take to educate employees. Awareness about cybersecurity. From support to strategy and set the culture. While most companies recognize the pressing need of technical security measures, without a culture of security in workplace, the risk of threat can remain high. Further, it goes to technology enhancement like network security enhancement, email security enhancement, compliance, SSO, MFA, around all applications, all digital assets, and further, risk assessments, business continuity plan review, and so many things. And based on the cyber security, based on the scope of the organization, based on the scope of the digital assets, the manufacturing sector has the highest percentage of organizations that have either fully or partially deployed security automation. We deployed so many security solutions and few are in pipeline to deploy. We want to provide secure and safe environment to our all employees so that they can focus on their own goal, and want to cover digital infrastructure security on top of it, like IoT security, business application security, network infrastructure security, secure remote access. In last, I want to say, being from the manufacturing industry, security a top concern for us.
Yeah. And how you and how you minimize security risk associated with the workforce?
Remote workers are typically the first to face security threats. They are often the source of network security incidents that can wave quickly through the rest of the organization. Even if you don't have remote employees, mobile devices like smartphones and laptops pose security risks. Now, cybersecurity leader role comes in picture to prepare strategy. We have to think from broader level like complete perimeter security, public-facing business application security, secure channel for employees, endpoint hardening controls, OT security, data protection, and so many based on the environment. And next, from support to strategy and set the culture. So establishing a culture of awareness around cybersecurity is crucial to the ongoing information security, and few technical controls like enforce password changes, initiate internal security audit and self-declaration, validate access permissions and check asset inventory, check compliance to regulations and data security. Yeah.
As work from home exposes both individuals and businesses to a range of cybersecurity risks, how you are creating a secure work from home ecosystem?
The coronavirus pandemic has created new challenges for business, we already discussed, as they adapt to an operating model in which working from home has become the new normal, or what we call working from anywhere has become the new normal. Companies are accelerating their digital transformation, and cybersecurity is now a major concern. As you know, we all came digitally and majority of workforce came remotely. We increased boundaries in work culture as we have to increase our security in similar way and need to come with boundaryless security techniques. Now, cybersecurity leader has to prepare different strategy considering perimeter security came to endpoint now. And next, what are the major threats now? Increased social engineering attacks, exposure of known and unknown internet-facing vulnerabilities, exploitation of system administration tool, as we heard about SolarWinds, then human operated ransomware converted into auto advanced ransomware. And now what next? How to safeguard? Do you know what cyber resilience is? It is the ability of organizations to prepare for, protect against, detect, respond to, and recover from potential cyber threats, whether it's internal or external. There is need to focus on defensive aspect of cybersecurity along with implementation of required advanced tools with complete monitoring of threats. Next, risk assessment is very important to see existing gaps and take it on priority to mitigate those risks. So these are few controls. Yeah, please.
And the last question of the day is, what are some of the initiatives you have taken in your company to make employees and senior management cyber aware?
Cyber awareness and training for employees. Ensure your staff are security aware and take the right measures to protect themselves, the company and customers. I want to share few common controls that should be with the employees among all the industries, like awareness about the high risk that will arise from coronavirus related scans, to keep their laptops within their physical control and their screen hidden from others. Never provide login credential to a response of an email request, and not to use less secure devices such as the family computer to obtain or store work information, not to use personal email account to transmit work information. Even when at home, log off when not using network. Not to use public Wi-Fi for official work. To use two-factor authentication for financial payments, as invoice fraud scams are on the rise in India. Ensure your staff know how to spot common phishing attacks, as these are already on the rise in the remote environment. These are few things. This is my view, and this is my personal view. All the answer I take is my personal view.
Thanks for your time, Kapil, and it was really a wonderful discussion on cybersecurity. And as you know, it's a ever-evolving subject. So I hope we'll soon catch up again and discuss something more interesting and more knowledgeable.
Okay.
Thanks once again.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.